Hi, welcome back. This video, along, of course, with this video and all the other videos that we do, they always go along with the blog. So I always recommend reading the blog either before or after listening to the video. But it is important to read it. First of all, we're going to talk about 5 different things that are associated with keeping or preventing you from having a relapse. These terms are used by many people and they mean many different things. We all see the world differently. We all have different experiences. So when I talk about these 5, I want to make sure that you understand what I'm thinking about. So it's kind of critical that we go there. First one is sponsorship. The minute I say that to people, they first think about AA. The next thing they do is think about NA. Or in some cases they think about the rehab center that they went to. They think about their sponsors, their person who's going to walk them through the program. You know what? They're great to have and they're important. And I really believe that you want a sponsor. But let me tell you something. My best sponsor had never been an addict, never been an alcoholic, never had any abuse problems, any substance problems that I know of. But what he was he was a friend who listened to me, talked with me, understood best he could what I was going through, and supported me. That's what my sponsor was. That was the best sponsor I could have ever had. Sometimes the sponsors are good, and they're non-judgmental usually. I've had sponsors, and I look back at the times that I worked through this thing, and I've worked through it before. The sponsors, I would call them sponsors if you wanted to. One of them was a psychologist, became a very good friend of mine, was there for me to support me, period. That's it. That was critical. The next one is meetings. A lot of people think you have to go to an AA meeting, you got to go to an NA meeting, you've got to go to different meetings, and to some degree they are important. No question about it. I'm finding now that a lot of people, especially a lot of the ones I'm dealing with, don't want to go into the public and say, hi, I'm Bill, I'm an addict. These are professional people a lot of times. Doctors, lawyers, dentists, business owners. They don't want to go tell people, hey, I'm Bill, I got a problem. They'll get a different type of meeting. They'll go online to a chat room, a website, or a webinar, and where they can talk back and forth and have people, and they're anonymous, pretty much who they are. That's a really good way of having a meeting. Another one is phone support. Great one to have. Generally, and I'm going to say generally, I only will do phone support for a person who I am who at the moment I'm working with. And usually it's only for maybe a week, maybe 2 at the absolute most. And that phone support is, hey, in the next week, if you have a problem, if you have a challenge, call me anytime, 24 hours a day. I will leave my phone on. I will wait. I hate to say I wait for the call because I don't. I don't want the call. I want to know that they're doing good on their own. But in case it happens, my phone is available to them. That's how I do it. That's how I do the phone supports. Really a good thing to have. Next one is prayer and meditation. I get this when I say it sometimes and people say prayer. Well, I'm not religious. Well, whatever. That's fine if you're not. That's your belief. But meditation, on the other hand, is important. And prayer, I want you to think of it this way. Regardless of your religion, if you have one or you don't have one, you can always talk to a person who loves and cares for you, accepts you, and doesn't find you at fault all the time, and forgives you. And that person can be yourself. Good person to have. You can talk with yourself. That's what meditation's about. You can, one of the things in another blog, in another video that I'm going to do, I'll even include a free download to help you go into a place of meditation that is non-spiritual. I don't want to say that. It is spiritual, but it's certainly not connected to any religion, nor is it religious. It basically says, take a deep breath, relax it. Take a deep breath, relax it. And then when you relax, and then next time you take a deep breath, you exhale and you say, release the tensions of the day. Inhale the life force. Exhale the tensions of the day. And you do that. And then you transport your mind gently to a place that you happen to love to be. It can be the mountains. It can be the beach. It can be in your couch at home. Whatever place gives you comfort. And if you don't have one, make one up in your mind. And just be there and feel it and do what it can to make it real to you. That's meditation. That's all it is. Pretty simple. The fifth one and the final one is to have fun. You see, we are wired to avoid pain, number one. But we're also wired at the same time, the flip part of that coin is to have fun, avoid pain, and seek pleasure. When was the last time you had real pleasure? Go out and look at a cloud sometimes and just imagine how pretty that cloud is and try to think that that cloud up there could, quote unquote, be some kind of an object. Try to make objects out of the clouds you see as an example. Look at water. Go skip rocks in a river or a lake. Go put your toes in the water if you can get to water. You know, walk around the neighborhood and look at the flowers and look at how each one's a little different. Notice them. Have fun. Go to an amusement park. Just do something different. That's all. When you're going through or you've recovered from an addiction, the last two are vital. And I'm going to tell you that now. I think the last two are crucial. You should every day just be grateful, thankful. It's a meditation that you do. And then have fun. Every day you should do it. I do have a little program where I work on it every day myself, and I wake up in the morning and I ask myself morning questions. Really simple. Who loves me? Who do I love? What's great in my life? It's a type of meditation. Every day. And if I have goals I'm working on or outcomes I want, I imagine those outcomes coming to fruition. I imagine those outcomes as they've already happened. Let's not be materialistic here, but let's be it. Let's say I wanted a car. I could visualize that car. I could visualize going to the dealership and picking a car up. Or let's say I want to go out to dinner. I want a really great dinner at this really great restaurant with my wife or significant other or somebody I haven't met yet. Just imagine it. Imagine going out to dinner. Imagine, going in and they welcome you. Sit down, have a wonderful, just imagine it for a moment. That's meditation. Really simple, okay? They're on here. If you have any questions, as always, email me. My email's on the website. If you have any questions, go ahead. Please email me if any of your sponsors have any problems or questions or challenges that they want, or the psychologist or whoever you're dealing with or working with right now. If they have any questions about this information, have them get with me. But I always recommend one thing. Before they call me, have them read the blogs. There's a lot of them that will help them understand where I'm coming from. Because I too want you to recover. It's practical, it's possible, and you can do it. Until the next time, next video, thank you very much for listening, and God bless.